Built in 1875, it is one of Canada's oldest provincial jails. It is the site of New Brunswick's last double hanging in 1936. The Bannister brothers, Arthur, 19, and Daniel, 20, were literally hanged back to back for the murders of 30-year-old woodsman Philip Lake, which was organized by their mother, May Bannister, in what was called the Baby Doll Extortion Plot, a plot to extort two men who were under a moral obligation to her. The plot was for the brothers to kidnap Mr. and Mrs. Lake's 4-month-old daughter in a cold January of that year. Mrs. Lake was also murdered by the two brothers, and the infant was allowed to die from exposure, lying in the snow next to her mother's body. In the early hours of September 23, 1936, the two brothers, back to back, were dropped through the gallows, taking 21 minutes to die. The same ropes used for the execution lowered the pine coffin into the grave in the jail's backyard. May Bannister, the mastermind, escaped death and was sentenced to only 3.5 years in prison. She was let out early on good behavior and never showed any remorse for her actions. Many believe the spirits of the Bannister brothers, as well as countless other inmates who lost their lives at the end of the jail's rope, still haunt these walls. Ashes to Ashes presents the Dorchester Jail.
Ashes to ashes, we will all fall down.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ashes to Ashes. So it's been a long time coming, but we are here. As you can see behind us is the Dorchester Jail in Dorchester, New Brunswick. We've been waiting so long to do this. I know you guys have been too. We have run of the whole place. There is a couple, I said it earlier in a live feed, there is another couple that's staying here, but they're on the other side. They will not be bothering us, we won't be bothering them, so it's not going to be a fight. They showed up from out of town last minute and are looking to stay, and I don't blame Natasha and Bill for not turning them away. We're completely fine with it, but we have the entire building, the entire property, and there's some creepy places, guys. You wait till you see and hear the stories. As you've seen at the first video, there's a little bit of the history of the Bannister brothers and what happened to them here. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's go get this done. Let's go, lights out. Hey guys, we had to leave a couple lights on for legal and security reasons, which is okay because there's plenty of darkness we're going to be in, including where we're going now. Wait till you guys see this. And I'm being quiet because the other couple that's staying, or the couple that's staying here is in that first cell. We're going to be everywhere else but that first cell. But we do have the hotspot cell, which is cell 5, where there are claims of people being poked, touched, and stuff like that. We will be there. Anyway, have a look at this. Now guys, the really neat thing about this gurney is it's got some famous history to it. This gurney was actually on one of the Saw movies. This gurney here is actually one of the props from the movie Saw. And it's a real gurney, guys. Let's have a look.
It's dummy in the movie too. I just can't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah, the dummy was in a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie. It really wasn't a well-known one, but it was in there. It's very lifelike. But this is real thing, guys. It's not a fake gurney, but it was in the movie Saw. This is just one of the things that he has here that's really, really neat. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go in that creepy ass basement here shortly just to have a look and show you guys. Guys, it's one of the worst, creepiest basements I've seen in a long time. I'm sure you guys have seen some creepy ones. Now, where we're at now, you guys, this is where the families and friends would come and visit their loved ones or friends that were in jail here. This is where the family would sit. I'll show you that. That's pretty cool. So like Kristen, the owners of the jail, Natasha and Bill, they both live here upstairs. And their apartment is pretty much the only place that we're going to leave alone tonight. Everywhere else is for us. So this is where they would sit. The families on this side. And there was evidence of
Mesh.
the mesh there. I don't know if you can see it. Being torn open by the people that were talking here so they could slip whatever notes, whatever they wanted through there. Right here is where the guard would stand and watch. They'd sit here in these chairs. Now guys, there are different stories to different parts of this jail, and I will tell them as we go along. This jail was built in the 1800s. Once I get upstairs, I'll know that I have the exact dates written down.
Like 1860 or something like that.
And for any of you guys that don't know the history or don't know this area or anything about this jail, it's been closed down. Once again, I'll get the dates. It's been closed down, and Bill Steele and his wife Natasha from Ontario heard about the place going up for sale, and they bought it and come down and really turned it into something. Like I said, it's an Airbnb, so you guys can actually come here and spend the night in a jail cell to get the whole jail experience of what it was like, and maybe even experience something paranormal like I hope we do tonight. But like I said, Natasha and Bill, they are great people. They have a little girl, which I have a story about her too. They take a lot of pride in this place. They love having people. You can come here. If you don't want to spend the night, you can come for a tour. They give a great tour. And very inexpensive, guys. It's well worth the price. Anyway, guys, moving on.
Definitely.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So this is the old basement of the Dorchester Jail. Hope you guys can see okay. Yeah, shoot, I need a little bit more light. There we go. Oh, I hope there's no spiders in there. I don't want to walk into no spiders. I already seen one on the floor. Some of the old plumbing. Yeah, remember guys, if you guys see anything, hear anything, please let us know in the comments. You guys have been great for that so far. People have been responding on Facebook and Instagram about what they see. We didn't. Just like the last shot there, the last place we were at, the Fort Cumberland. When we asked the question, Chris asked the question, "Where are you in the fort? Where in the fort are you?" And we got a response on our portal app saying, "Right behind you." At the time, we didn't know it said that. We thought it said something else. And it wasn't until after I actually uploaded the video and watched it over again that I heard "right behind you." So if you guys hear anything, let us know so we can go back and look. And we will take the snippet from the video and post it on Instagram, Facebook. My gosh, it's dark down here.
So if there's anybody down here that wishes to talk, you can talk through our app that we have here, this little computer that I have in my hand. Speak through it. Use the words. Turn around so we can understand you. Is there anybody here that wishes to speak? How many of you are here? Are you trapped here? Did you serve time here?
Are the Bannister brothers here?
Weird.
Arthur, Daniel? One or both? What about their mother, May? May Bannister, are you here? Is May here? Are the Bannister brothers here? May Bannister, are you here? How many spirits are here? How many spirits are here? 6. 19. 19. I think that's what I read. I'm gonna turn the light out. Officer what? Officer Higgin? Who's here?
You're an officer.
Oh. What about the banisters? Are the banisters here? Arthur, Daniel, or May? Are you here? Behind me? Okay guys, we're gonna go next to where all you guys have been waiting for, and we're gonna go to the jail cells. Now there's 2 rows of jail cells. One row were the not quite as bad inmates. They were given 2 hours a day.
Your spider web.
Chris is finding spider webs. Oh, they're gonna be crawling on me all night. So yeah, there's one row where the couple is staying. That's where the not so bad inmates were. But cell 5 in that area is the famous cell where everybody has been touched. Mostly women have been touched and had felt different things. We will go there. The other end of jail cells, row of them, is actually called the dark side. That's when the not so nice inmates would stay, and they were given 1 hour a day in the yard, 23 in their cells. We're going to go to both sides and see what happens there. So guys, this is that bench I was telling you about. You see it was used in the Underground Railroad. This is the bench they used to smuggle slaves out from the south. This is one of the actual benches. This is so cool. And they would fit 3-4 people in this little area. Here's my hand. They would fit them in there. $18.50. This is cell 5. This is claimed to be one of the most haunted cells in the jail. We'll take you in there shortly. Alright guys, so this is one of the most haunted cells in the jail. This is cell 5, where most of the reports of activity take place in this room. Most of the reports come from women being poked and touched. Wow. So once again, these are all original writing on the walls. Each time I make my mother cry, an angel dies and falls from heaven. I'm not going to show all that, it's kind of dirty. And I know we have some kids that watch our channel, so I'm going to try to keep it as family as we possibly can for being in a jail. So this was all done by inmates. Gregory.
Is there anybody here that wants to talk? If you want to talk, you can talk through this portal app that we have. What is your name?
Who is it that touches women in here?
All of them.
All of them? Why do you bother the women? Why do you bother the women in here?
Sound like the witnesses.
I just heard horror. Again. What is your name? It's lonely. What's your name?
Are you here in the cell with us?
What did you do to be put in here? What was your crime? What was your crime? How many years did you spend in here?
Are you trapped here? That sounds like jail cell doors. Which is weird because if that was jail cell doors, this is only voices
Yeah.
and not sounds.
So, this is cell 5. We're gonna leave here and go over to what they call the dark side with those cells. And we'll tell you pretty quick.
Keith, this is on both neck. Joe, hang on, move your eye. This is Joe. I can't see that.
So guys, this is the, where they house the nastier inmates. They call this side the dark side. It is a much different feeling over here than it was where we just came from.
Show them down the hall. Just down the hall, along that red light down there.
Look at that. This is so creepy. I'll turn it down.
That's what we do.
That's what we're seeing. Actually, let's take a walk here through here like this.
That's got a little creepiness in it.
I will flash my
That's
light
in there.
when we go by each room. So I'll show you in one of these rooms. Then I'll turn my light back out. So then across.
Come in these.
Welcome to Dorchester Police. Ash. So we're walking with the lights out, guys. What you're seeing down the end of the hall is the emergency lights. Oh, he's scared. This- What? Oh, so,
And we're whispering in here, and just imagine what it was like.
oh,
All
all
the way on the screen, all that.
the acoustics in here are crazy. So this is what the toilet and the little sink was what they had when they were here. Wasn't much.
And that's all they had for a door. Like,
And that's all they had for a door. That was it.
I'm not sure what the thing for.
They're narrow.
Those are original bunkholes.
Hmm.
That's an interest.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so where we're at right now, is directly under where they used to hang people. They would fall through there come down here in front of this cell and in front of other inmates, kind of like a mind torture, just to show what they were in for or what they could be in for. And I could just imagine how gruesome it would be to see someone, wait for someone to fall through that floor, that ceiling, come down here, and then die by hanging. The inmates would be in here watching as they felt as a death row inmate was being executed by hanging through the ceiling. So it would fall. They would fall, not it. They would fall right in front of this cell. So, because of that, me and Chris do have a trail camera right here that'll hopefully capture something if it happens. This will be on all night. This cell is not open. This is one of the few that we can't actually get in. So yeah, guys, welcome to the dark side. You guys tell me if you see anything behind me while I'm walking out of here. Because it sure feels like there is. Well, except for this one. Huh.
That's turned off right now, so we won't be able to get it.
Yeah. Well, guys, right here, the two guys that were hung, Arthur, yes, you heard us asking downstairs if they were here. It's Arthur and Daniel Bannister. That's their mother, and that's whose room we're staying in tonight. She sat up here in her room and waited while her sons were hung together on the same rope, back to back, and they used that rope. They used that rope, same rope, to lower the coffin or box into the ground. And we are going to take you outside later and show you where. Okay, guys, so where we're staying tonight used to be where they housed the female inmates. And one in particular, we said it on the live feed, the two guys that got hung back, the two brothers that got hung back to back here, Arthur and Daniel, their mother stayed here. This was her room. And this is where we're staying tonight. This used to be, like I said, the female holding cell. This room and the next room used to be one big room. You see the wall, this wall separates it now. And before we leave here, I said a little earlier about a little story that involved Natasha and Bill's little girl. Once they moved here, she developed a imaginary friend, and one day, Natasha, her mother, asked her where her little girl, imagine her friend was a little girl, and the mother asked where she was coming from, and the little girl brought her in here, pointed over there, and said she's coming through that portal. Now, her mother has caught her talking to this spirit, and actually Chris caught her talking to it, asking her if it was going to come down the stairs or wanted to come downstairs. But she sees it. She was surprised her mother didn't see it. But anyway, so this room is our room tonight. We'll call it the portal room because that's what the little girl said. She comes through a portal. Now, a couple buildings away, there was the owner of that building described the exact same little girl. And so we believe it's traveling between this place and that place. Now, we're going to the belly of the beast now, I guess you could call it. It's probably going to be the creepiest place in this jail. And this is where we're at. Sitting right here in this corner in that chair and desk waiting for her sons to be hung. One brother stayed in this cell, the other brother stayed in this cell while they were waiting to be hung. Right here through this floor, down through the floor where we showed you before, through the ceiling were the inmates that stayed downstairs under this, watched them be hung.
If you're here, would you like to give me a tap, scratch, anything?
Make a noise?
Make a noise? I'm getting lightheaded in here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chris is getting lightheaded. This is where I was having my coughing. My coughing fits here earlier. The air, guys, I know you can't feel it, and it's easy
I got
for us to say
I'm
it,
getting rubbed right down my side.
but it is thick. What'd you say?
I'm getting rubbed down my side.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is that you touching Chris, letting him know you're here? Behind you is something else. Okay, Chris is feeling stuff, guys. Usually I feel this. I feel heavy, but Chris is getting affected.
So you can walk into... Who's poking me? Rusty.
You guys let me know if you see anything in the reflection. So why is all the attention on Chris? What did he do?
Oh. Just shot across the floor. Like, it went. Where are you at? I mean, no disrespect to you guys at all.
So guys, I'm gonna come in the death row cell by myself. Chris is gonna shut the door. And I wanna see if there's anything that doesn't want me here. Is that a laugh or something? So if you don't want me here,
Stop touching my.
actually, if you want to communicate, let me know. I thought I felt something just rub my shoulder. Did you just rub my shoulder? So me and Chris are gonna leave and go outside now. Is there anything, any parting words, parting feelings, anything you'd like to get across to us? My gosh, this is creepy in here with that shut, man. I could just imagine how it felt in here when they were here. Especially this one, because you can't see very much. It's got like the... What was that? Did you hear something down the hall? So we just heard something down the hall. I know I did. I don't think I'm alone here now. Who's here with me now? I know you're here now. Which one of the brothers is here? Tell me if you hear a response, Chris. Which one of the... Is it a Bannister brother I'm in here with? Oh boy, I can feel over there. I'm trying not to come out. Leave. I want to try to stay. Is there a Bannister brother in here with me, or is it a different inmate? Okay, guys, so we just left death row come back to our room. Chris was telling me what he was feeling in there, like something was going through him. And now his shoulder's really starting to shoulder.
Yeah.
Shoulder's really starting to bother him. We just literally left death row 3 minutes ago. So we have one more place to go, and that is outside, where the Bannister brothers are buried. And just next to them, there is what's believed to be a mass grave of 30 inmates that were not put in boxes, pine boxes or coffins. They were just thrown in, and we're going to go and take a look at that as well. So next time you see us, we'll be outside. Alright guys, so we're outside, and as promised, we are going to show you where the Bannister brothers were buried, and the mass grave, will show you that afterwards. The wall still has the original, this is the original chain link fence, the original barbed wire that was here. Nothing's been changed. For you guys that don't know, he does own 3 goats. Friendly goats. So I'm going to try not to hit them. They come out and run all through the yard through the day. So we're now in the backyard of the prison, or the jail, sorry, and now we'll take you over to where they were buried, the 2 Bannister brothers. So there was no official marker for the boys, the 2 brothers that died, or were hanged here. So they believe this stone was put here as a marker, a subtle marker to let you know where they were buried. What bugs am I getting touched? I feel like something to put their whole hand right around the back of my neck. You got stabbed in the ribs? Okay, just now, guys, I just had a feeling someone took their hand and put it around the back of my neck. And Chris said he just felt like a stab in the ribs. Was that you? Was that you guys? One of you guys, did you just grab me by the neck? Or maybe put a noose around my neck? What were you trying to do? Were you trying to... There it is again. There it is again. It feels like cold hands on my neck, on the back of my neck. Guys, a lot of stuff doesn't bother me, doesn't scare me, but I'm everything in my body just to stand here. So you've touched me twice, I believe, by the back of my neck. Are you trying to let me know you're here, or are you trying to get rid of me? If you want me to leave this area, can you grab my neck again? And I'll go. Guys, remember, you guys are our eyes and ears. So if you guys hear or see anything, you gotta let us know. Especially here. This it seems like it's pretty quiet other than being, but just, yeah, there it is again. Okay. I'm not gonna run away from it. It's not what I came here to do. I Are you trying to get rid of me? If you want, you can speak clearly and loudly into my camera here, and it should pick up your voice. I'm seeing just like the Fort Cumberland, Port Beausejour. I'm seeing stuff darting. I hope it picks up. What?
A lot of mosquitoes darting.
No, I'm seeing like stuff like black things in the distance, just darting, like flying, like just what I seen here. Well, this one was really big here behind me. But I'm seeing. You guys see anything like darting around? Let us know, because I'm seeing it with my eyes. Over there is where I'm seeing it, but the mass grave is over there. We're going to take you to here next. So we're going to take you over to that mass grave. You can visit the Facebook page, just the Dorchester Jail. You can see, go on and give them your support, check them out. They have videos of different people they encountered here, people that visited. Some former inmates visited here, some former guards visited here. So we are at the spot of the mass grave, and there's at least 30 inmates that were thrown in here. No coffins, no pine box, just thrown in and buried, that were executed here at the jail. So this is the area. I know it's kind of hard to see on camera. It's pretty much just grass, but the thing is, the grass that's on the...
Sorry.
What, you got something?
Oh.
In the back? Again? Don't feel very welcoming over here, does it? Like at all. But if you'll notice, and I'll try to show it on camera, when they buried these inmates here, they threw lime over and just covered it over. And if you can see, but the grass here is even different than the areas around it. It's like a completely big patch of different type of grass. I'll see if I can show that on camera. Something's bothering Chris. Now you can see this grass is where the grave is, the mass grave. And this is the grass that's all around it. So it's this stuff, mass grave. It's a completely different look, completely different color. This is the normal. Now I'm going to spin around. This is the grave where I'm standing. You guys doing that to Chris? You guys hurting Chris? I can't really see where I'm going. So if you guys would like to show yourself, it's not just going to be me and Chris that see this, these pictures. It's going to be a lot of other people that see them too. If you guys would like to have yourself seen, it's been a long time since you've been seen in person. Can you manifest to show yourself? And guys, our audience guys, can you keep your eyes open and let me know if you see any shadows? I know it's kind of hard to see on this camera at night. I forgot my other light in our room. Okay, we're gonna head back up to jail. We're just about ready to wrap this up. I'm gonna try to change up the look of our videos a little bit, and let us know if you enjoy the new look, the new type of video. An old carriage, very old carriage. This is Dorchester Jail on it. This is the front of the building, the front of the jail. Okay guys, we thank you for joining us again on another haunted adventure. We hope you guys liked the video. If you do, leave a like, leave a comment. Please keep your eyes and ears open if you guys see anything. I know we keep saying it, but it helps us to keep track of stuff. And like I said, when we find something, we will post it on Facebook and Instagram, and we will tag your name in it. So we will give you the props for doing that for us. Again, if you guys want to stay here, this is an amazing place. Dorchester, New Brunswick. Bill and Natasha, they're great people. It's not expensive at all, guys, to stay here. It's even easier to have a tour. If you do come, let them know Ashes to Ashes sent you. Great people. So you guys have a great night, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Get your hat on.